Welcome back to CryptosRus. I'm George. We're all George. Today I'm not joined by a houseplant, but I do have some major news to share with you guys. Over the past week, we've been hearing nothing but Blackrock and their ETF that's coming out. And then yesterday, I also talked about how Fidelity, who has been in the crypto space for a while, well, they may be making a move no one saw. And that is to buy Grayscale and utilize the 650,000 Bitcoins that they hold and utilize that to come out with their own spot Bitcoin ETF. That would be absolutely massive. Well, today, another institution announces they're about to jump in. So let's talk about who this is and also what this means. Well, the giant is Deutsche Bank. 1.4 trillion in assets. Okay, these guys that I'm talking about, like BlackRock, Fidelity, and now Deutsche Bank, we're talking about trillions of assets, not billions. You know, billions doesn't seem so large when all these guys are holding trillions. So it makes you realize that the crypto market is so small because the overall crypto market is barely above 1 trillion. And these guys hold multiple trillions, right? But Deutsche Bank, obviously one of the biggest banks out there, especially in Europe, is now trying to become a crypto custodian. Now, banks usually do this. This is their playbook. First, become a custodian, then offer trading, right? Usually to the wealth clients, and then open it up to everyone. So that's kind of like the playbook for banks. So this is absolutely huge on top of the two big news we already had, right? Now, you may be wondering, well, why do we want banks in? We really don't. Crypto and Bitcoin will replace banks someday. But in the meantime, the more adoption we can get, the better it is. And look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's dominance is now skyrocketing once again. Now, this headline says it reached 50% market dominance. No, it's a little bit under. If you go on CMC, it's about 48.5, right? But you can see Bitcoin did jump up 26,900, and it's slowly coming back. But dominance is going up once again. So this is something to watch out for. A lot of people have asked whether or not Bitcoin will go back up to the 60s or 70s, right, with market dominance. I don't see that because alts are just too big and too strong. But seeing Bitcoin dominance going up is also good. When Bitcoin is strong, it leads the way. It always has, and I believe it always will. It will carry the market. So when you have a high dominance like this and Bitcoin getting strength, hey, no one's complaining, right? No one's complaining. And you look at this, part of the reason why Bitcoin is so steady and not making a new low like some people are expecting, well, because there's just so many people buying it up. 147,000 Bitcoin, okay, becomes illiquid in a single month. What does that mean? That means people are just buying it and taking it off the exchanges. That's what it means. This is the reason why Bitcoin is so strong. So I still hear about people saying, well, Bitcoin's going to go down to 12,000 or 8,000, or this person said it's going to happen, or this person just charting. And no. I mean, when you have so much accumulation, you have these big boys now loading up, and they could have been loading up for a while, but now they're publicly announcing it. I mean, it's just really hard for me to see how such a scarce asset can continue to go down. I mean, look at it. This is just accumulation once again, right? And we haven't seen this kind of accumulation for a long, long time. Since about November of 2022, when we were recovering from 15,000-ish, right? We're starting to see the same accumulation right now while Bitcoin is at 27,000. And, of course, the whales are accumulating. 3.5 billion accumulated during the downturn. So far. Okay, over the last 11 weeks. And you know that's going to keep on increasing. Those whales Why are they called whales? Because they just keep buying, and they don't buy small amounts. They're buying loads and loads and loads of Bitcoin. So this is the reason why you need to have faith, not panic, continue accumulating DCA, because that is what the big boys, the big entities are doing. Yep. Now, in the meantime, a lot of you guys may be wondering, well, what is Bitcoin going to do? Well, right now, Bitcoin is in this falling wedge breakout. And if it does break out, where's the next stop? Right? This one says it's going to be back to the 30,000s. But this one says, well, if we're following the breakouts from previous downturns, right? Like this one, for example. And then now, if you look at it, if we're going to mimic it, well, this one will bring us up to 51,000. Just like this one went from 3,000 to 14,000, this one will bring us from 15,000 to $51,000. Okay? And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. So hopefully you guys are too. Bitcoin is starting to gain strength, and so many big players are coming in. I mean, you could just see it. You could just feel it, right? Young Aussies, you know, not only do they love to have, you know, Barbies, but, you know, they love crypto, right? All the young people love crypto. There's no one young that you talk to that says, oh yeah, I love gold, I hold gold. That's for the older generation. The newer generation, the millennials and Gen Zs and whatever else there is, right? They're all into crypto. Maybe they like to FOMO and they like to degen into meme coins, but still, you know, the future is crypto for sure. And not only do we see a lot of innovation right now, for example, Mastercard doing a new trademark application, right? And they and Visa are already utilizing Ethereum's blockchain, and they are incubating other projects, right? Not only do we see that now, we're going to see so much in the future that we can't even imagine. Just like all previous technology breakthroughs or adoption, you look at adoption curve of what, the internet or mobile. At the beginning, there's no way you could predict what could be coming towards the end, right? And that's kind of how I feel now. Yes, we're seeing the beginning of things, but there's no way we know what's coming at the end. And there's a lot more coming at the end, right? And even the evil IMF knows that, right? All this FUD recently, all this FUD from the SEC and some other countries tightening up. Why are they doing that? Well, maybe because they're trying to get ready for a CBDC. Look at this, the IMF, who's been telling everyone not to get involved with Bitcoin, threatened by Bitcoin, is now trying to create a global platform for CBDCs. Think about it. They want to be the biggest bank on earth. They want to keep certain countries like El Salvador under their rule, under their control, right? So they've been telling everyone not to get involved with Bitcoin so that they can get involved with their own CBDC. Think about that. That could be the source of all the FUD that's out there. And the US, of course, we have our own, the FedNow. Okay, it's not an official CBDC, but it is one created for the banks. And who knows if this gets expanded upon, right? Could happen. And even a BIS, you know, they're talking about it. They're talking about some kind of unified ledger, right? Like a global CBDC, and no one wants that. All right, guys, that's it for today. Things are looking good. Bitcoin's coming up. Dominance is going up. We have another major institution ready to jump in. This does seem like a really good time, once again, to be in crypto. You guys know I'm always bullish. I'm always forward thinking. And I'm following what these pesky whales are doing, and you guys should too. All right? Smash the like, subscribe to the channel, And look for me on Twitter. I announced it yesterday, and I'm going to keep doing it. Take care. Bye-bye.